Hey guys, we got some kind of cool and nifty news going on over here throughout this video. Some gaming news, some drama news, and everything else in between. Some good news, some outrage, and well, just kind of some nifty stuff to go talk about. So let's go and talk about it as well. If any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed, notifications on, and of course, go and drop also a sub, I guess, if you guys wanna. And we also have all the nice little cake, Twitter, and all that good stuff down below. So we got some good drama going on as of today where people were upset, people were mad, people were kind of complaining, and of course, we also have some overall community drama going on with SpiderMan, where some folks are actually kind of a little bit on the annoyed side too as well, where there actually might be some exclusives that people have to go and pay extra money for just to go and utilize. And obviously, as you guys kind of know, when it comes to gaming, microtransactions, and people spending additional money, most folks are not necessarily too happy when it comes to that in general. So we're talking all throughout this video. So first and foremost, if you guys did go and miss it, today was a little bit of a cluster, just a little baby schmidgen. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but not necessarily a good thing. When it does come to all this type of stuff, it did seem like today was a 50-50. Some folks had a lot of issues when it came to the Marvel Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. Now, if you guys do or do not know, we talked about this as of yesterday. This was confirmed as of today being released. As of right this second, I do believe the website is chill, and you can still, I believe, go and get the game itself. So right now, if you guys want to, guys go to the direct.playstation.com, and you guys can basically go and check out the Marvel Spider-Man 2 Edition, which once again let a lot of heat and a lot of just kind of craziness as of today. The price is a $230 collector's edition. I will be honest with you guys, it is a little bit more on the higher end than I thought it would be. I'm probably not going to buy this, even though it is technically available right now. Spider-Man games usually do have good, I don't want to say in terms of resale value, but kind of more so hold their value when it comes to collectibles and unopened collectibles and something like a Spider-Man 2 game, maybe one of those classic games over time, especially with how strong the Spider-Man IP actually is. But if you guys want to, for the $230 price point, you guys do get additional skill points, you get pre-order bonuses too as well, and one of the big things I want to go and talk about this one, I do believe this is kind of like a bigger deal, because I do not think you could actually redeem this for other stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if I am, I'll totally stand by it, but I do believe as of right now, you actually do get unique special content for these higher end editions. And some folks are actually a little bit intrigued on this / upset about it, because they have to, number one, either pay the extra additional money to receive them, or just to kind of think the actual idea of microtransactions in games are not the usual best side. But if you guys do want to know, these are currently available right now for $230, or as well, you guys can also get the just normal launch edition over here for the $78 price point as well. So, just in case you guys are curious about all this type of stuff, they have the early unlocks, they have the additional suits too as well, on all the other points, in case you guys care about all of this type of stuff. But like I said, there's kind of two bits of drama that happened as of today, mainly in pertaining to this. Number one is that if you guys remember back in the PlayStation 5 restock days, or even Xbox restock days, this website was funky and it was not going well. When it first had the initial release date, which we actually tried our best to go let you guys know on the YouTube channel about it, basically the whole website was crashing, people's orders were not going through, and a lot of folks never necessarily even knew if their confirmations even worked. Thankfully now it does seem like everything is pretty much clear sailing, like even going on Amazon, you guys can get the normal easy pre-orders all in over here too. Same with the actual website itself for the collector's edition. But I mean, people are complaining. It's like, bro, Sony, if you're gonna push on having exclusive high demand items, so such as this collector's edition on PlayStation Direct, you have to improve the site. Was a nightmare trying to get Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. I now have a pending charge on my card, but site never said it went through and no confirmation, so who knows. Now, this was kind of like a lot of people's overall vibes. We saw a lot of people sad about this. We saw a lot of people upset about this. And basically, the whole website was broken. It was like there was queue systems. If you guys remember back at PS5 times, not fun experience to say the least, but a lot of these types of similar issues where people were trying their best to check out and they were assuming they were checking out, and it took them either a long time, because thankfully a lot of folks did go get their confirmation. You guys can even see over here, finally got my confirmation too as well, and if you had the pending charge, you probably got one come through. And I think most people had no issues, because even as of right now, this second, it is still available to go and buy, so it does seem like the stock was way bigger, but based on just like I said, on how quickly things used to sell out, a lot of folks a little bit more on the scared side and skeptical side, because they didn't necessarily know, they just wanted to make sure they were able to go and get their stuff. Like they wanted to be able to know that they can go and sit there and be like, okay, cool, I get to go and have my games, I get to have my collector's editions. But if you have that pending charge, there's been many different times where you'll end up getting an email the next day or a few hours later stating, hey, yo, yeah, sorry, the website had issues, sorry, we're out of stock, sorry, we can't make anything happen for ya, sorry, sorry, it's our fault, blah, 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 blah. And while that's okay, you don't get charged, but some people would rather get charged and actually get the collector's edition, which they either saved money for, or they really like the game, or maybe as a Christmas present, birthday present, or whatever it might be. So I remember seeing a lot of people always upset about that for the PS5 restock stuff, and as you guys can probably tell from here, people are still upset. I mean, I myself would be too. But thankfully, like I said, everything is all clear. If you guys do want to go on the website and all the other various places, it does seem like stock is looking good. Although this is a collector's edition, so do not forget this actually may not go and stay there. Like, it actually might go get sold out at some point. So just in case you guys are curious, maybe get it sooner rather than later. But I did want to go talk about some other kind of big drama, because a lot of folks are now actually going over here too as well. This exclusive drama has been kind of getting some people kind of caught on up, and I want to hear your thoughts and comments on this down below. So as we kind of mentioned, there is collector's editions, and there is also various other editions over here for the Insomniac Games Spider-Man stuff. But one big thing is that they ask, can we unlock the DDE suits via in-game progression? So the Digital Deluxe edition over here. So this is, once again, if you go and pay a little extra money for the edition itself, then, well, yeah, you get the full digital game, but you also get, like I said, these 5 unique suits, which showed up on the website over here for the digital edition thing. So you actually do get unique, like, locked content, locked behind a paywall content. Now, I don't think it's the biggest deal, because if you guys remember the very first Spider-Man game, there was a lot of various options and different suits you could go and unlock over time. And in my mind, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Like, that's fine if you can unlock it. Now, I'm not really the biggest fan of if you pre-order a game or spend the extra money that you get to have stuff that no one else will get. But it makes sense. Okay, like, I'm kind of torn on this one, because it's not necessarily the most scummy, but it's a little bit scummy. And people have been upset about this. People have, like, quoted about this. I think it showed up on Reddit, so people were complaining about it over there. And I can kind of see both sides, although I'm more slightly on the annoyed side. Because I like the idea that you can still unlock the content. Maybe you get a little bit early. I'm cool with that. You pay the extra money, you get a little bit early. That's totally fine. And, like, it is a single-player game, too, as well. So, once again, like, it's not affecting multiplayer. Some other character, like, in a multiplayer fighting game, isn't getting stronger for whatever reason. Like, I'm totally cool with that. I respect it. I'm okay with it. But I can see why people are upset, and I'm a little bit more on the upset side if I had to pick and choose. Because this is content that you will not be able to unlock over time, confirmed by the company itself. And that's why people are upset, because you really like the Spider-Man game, but maybe you just can't go and justify the extra $10, or the collector's edition, or just maybe you didn't know. Like, maybe over time you may not necessarily even know about that until you launch up the game and you don't want to spend more extra money on that. Because this hasn't really been like the most marketed thing or promoted thing. I mean, people even talk about it, asking about it, that clearly wasn't presented very, very well. But obviously people are upset. I mean, today's been a little bit of an upset day, too, as well, because people are upset with the kick move and the XQC stuff and Twitch itself. If you guys missed that video, go check that out. Or I'll probably be talking about it on the Twitch, link down below. But when it comes to this type of stuff, it's crazy because, well, people just can't play the game. They don't get to have the skins. Now, as I was trying to go and talk about before, too, there are many different skins in the Spider-Man games. Like, there's not just one skin, and these people are getting 10 different ones and a bunch of other content, because you can still unlock stuff by doing things in the game and missions and collectibles or whatever it might be, just progressing through the game. So it's not like you're stuck with one lame suit the entire time, which is why I'm kind of okay with it, a little bit. I've just never really been a big fan of microtransactions. I like the idea that games are meant to be games. Like, I want to finished game if I'm playing a single player game. I don't want to have microtransactions. Think Assassin's Creed, or having to pay these extra things. But at the same time, it's also good for the company because they're making a little extra money for people who are really excited for the game and maybe want to support the game a little smidgen more. But don't forget, Sony is a multi-billion-dollar company that doesn't necessarily need our $10 or a little bit extra money collector's editions handouts, because they're still making money on all this stuff. That's how the whole business world works. So I'm a little bit on the indifferent side too, but definitely people have been upset about this. This quote's been getting a little bit of attention, and other just people kind of more so talking about it, as well as also been getting attention too. So I really want to hear your thoughts and comments on all this little drama on this. I think the website stuff's good though. We don't have to worry about that too much, but the brand new extra skins, I can see some folks being a little bit upset about that as well. But of course, on top of this too, a lot of folks are saying how good the FF16 demo is, and I cannot wait to go play this game. I played the demo. I absolutely loved it. I'm excited to play Spider-Man. A lot of these big PlayStation games coming out in the near future, I'm very excited for, but at the same time, the only issue is I just have to keep on waiting. I cannot play this game. I've mentioned so many times on my channel, cannot wait to stream it. I'll definitely up on Twitch or even do some stuff on YouTube. You guys can let me know, but I cannot wait to play this game, and I do think the demo is great. The early reviews have been awesome, and everything everything has been really, really good for anyone who has had a chance to play the game. So I'm so extremely hyped up for all these PlayStation games. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. You guys gonna be playing Final Fantasy 16? Are you guys a little bit scared about the Spider-Man news as well, or just don't really want to spend the extra money on it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below, and all the other various links too as well down below. And I appreciate you all so much for watching in the first place.